Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? How y'all doing? It's Monday. It's Monday, 422. 422. What's going on? Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, I know I'm late. I know I'm late. Listen. I'm late because of Zach Wilson. Blame Zach Wilson. He's the reason I'm late today. That's the only guy you can blame. You can't blame me. You got to blame Zach Wilson. I'm sorry. It's all Zach Wilson's fault. If Zach Wilson didn't get traded when he did, this wouldn't have happened. I would have went live at like the perfect time. It would have been perfect, 4:30 on the dot. But no, he had to go live, so I had to make a video real fast while I was making another video, and then I just had to post a bunch of videos at the same time. Shit was crazy. Too much. But I'm about to go live on TikTok right now, so give me a second. Okay, something just fell. Yeah, but he got traded and he screwed me up. He really bent me over and did mean things to me. He hey, yo, no Diddy. But yeah, he messed us up. Zach Wilson. He's messed it up, but for a good reason. We're perfectly fine with him messing us up. That was a good trade. That was good news. Good to see. I was happy to see that. I liked it. I'm happy with that move. We're gonna talk about it in a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it in a little bit. We're going live on TikTok. What's going on, people on TikTok? We're gonna talk about this news in shit. I should probably start it right now because we're late. I should probably start talking about it now. Fuck it. Let's go right into the news. We're going into it early. We're not waiting for anybody. We're talking about NFL news, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about NFL news, ladies and gentlemen. Spring break just started. Bruh, it's April. Why you got spring break in April, my brother? Who has spring break in April? What is that? How do you have spring break so late? Yo, what is that thing? Y'all see that thing moving on the screen? Y'all see that thing? Okay, but we're doing NFL news, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? Tico Fantasy Show from the Tico from the Tico Fantasy Show. If you're watching on TikTok, go over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Tico Fantasy Show. Follow. Get your name on the board behind me. It's filling up quick, so you ought to follow. Get that done, and much better view over there. You're gonna be able to see the news we're looking at, and that's where you want to be. Trust me. But let's go. Let's get into some news. The New York Giants and Minnesota Vikings have been working on trying to trade for the third overall pick that the New England Patriots currently hold. That's interesting. They both can, the Giants are only 3 picks behind them, so I gotta think the Giants. But I don't know, the Vikings have a lot of picks they can give. I don't know. Who do you think's more likely to get that pick from the Patriots, the Giants or the Vikings? I know they probably don't have as many picks to give up, but I would say the Giants. Just because they have the 6th overall pick and it's not moving as far back. Even though I doubt they trade that pick. I doubt that even happens. I'd be willing to bet that the Patriots end up keeping that pick and, just do their thing. Take a quarterback, make the right decision. I'd be willing to bet that's what happens, in my opinion at least. But let's keep going here. I don't even know if I could show this thing, bro. What is that? What is that? What is that thing? That thing. If you're on TikTok, go over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. We're looking at NFL news and looking at some crazy shit right now. Like, this ain't even NFL news. I don't even know what this thing is that I'm looking at, but you can see this thing if you go over to Tico Fantasy Show on Twitch. Go over there, follow, get your name on this board behind me. But yeah, that is not news. That is definitely not news. I don't know what that is. That thing's crazy, bro. That's wild, bro. What do you think that is? Is that like dough? I think that's dough. Like pizza dough. Like I think. I don't know, man. That shit's crazy. I don't know. That's gonna have me acting up. The Broncos' current QB room: Jarrett Stidham, Zach Wilson, Ben DiNucci. Yeah. I mean, that's a goofy ass QB room. I said that earlier. Goofy ass QB room. What is this? Kylie Kelsey got a Jason. No, that's stupid. Don't care. Coach Mike McDaniel is pounding the table for the Dolphins to draft speedy wide receiver Xavier Worthy. Oh, wouldn't surprise a prominent agent. Well, shit. I mean, I agree. I got to think Mike McDaniel, even though wide receiver is definitely not a position in need for us, I would think Mike McDaniel is probably pounding the table for us to get Xavier Wilson. I mean, Xavier Worthy. Why'd I call him Xavier Wilson? Who's Xavier Wilson? That's not even a person. But Xavier Worthy, Dolphins get Xavier Worthy. We're just that much faster than the next closest team. We're already faster than everybody else, but imagine us with Xavier Worthy, Jalen Waddle, and Tyreek. Oh my goodness. That'd be crazy. I'd love to see that. Even though we definitely don't need another wide receiver. Don't care. Perfectly fine with us bringing in Xavier Worthy. Maybe that'll make Tua good. Maybe adding a third wide receiver would make Tua actually, decent. I don't know. Maybe you don't have an excuse. And, Jalen Waddle's always getting hurt, so maybe it's a good thing we would have 3 wide receivers. Maybe that's the move, honestly. I don't know. I'd like to see it. Dak Prescott is self-aware when it comes to long-term contract talks with the Cowboys. When asked if he wants to be paid top QB money, he responded with, "No, I'm not trying to be the highest paid necessarily. We'll wait until the negotiations begin and obviously want to put this team in the best situation." Okay, well, I read another report that Dak Prescott is like perfectly fine with the idea of him playing elsewhere next season. He doesn't really care at the moment. He kind of just wants to, let's get past 2024 and we'll figure out 2025 when 2025 comes around. And, Dak Prescott's a good QB. I know people want to shit on Dak Prescott all the time because he's Dak Prescott and he's on the Cowboys and it's just fun to shit on him. But he's a good QB. He's a very good QB. And, one of the better, I would say, he's easily a top 10 QB. Easily. He's easily a top 10 QB. I'd say probably top 7? Top 7 QBs in the league. Dak Prescott, I think. Easy. So, I don't know. I think the Cowboys should extend him. I don't think they're going to get any better than Dak Prescott. I understand you got to pay him a lot of money, but I think he's worth paying. If he doesn't want to take, he's not saying he wants to be the highest paid quarterback in the league. If he wants to take a reasonable amount of money and, stay with them, give it to him. Don't be cheap, Mr. Jerry Jones. Give it to him. I don't know what better you're going to be able to get than Dak Prescott. I don't know. But they just want to win a Super Bowl. That's what Jerry Jones wants. Jerry Jones just wants to get back to where they were 20 years ago. And I don't know what they got to do to make that happen. That team is just so cursed. I don't think they will be able to get back up to that point until Jerry Jones is, no longer with the team. In whatever capacity that means. I'm not questioning that. Whatever capacity that means. But listen, if you're watching on TikTok, go over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. At Tico Fantasy Show on Twitch. Follow. Get your name on this board behind me. And much better view over there. You can actually see what the fuck I'm reading right now. And why would you not want to see what I'm reading? I know you want to see what I'm reading. So go over there and check that out. Dude, y'all see this? Y'all want people on Twitch, you see this one hair? It's, irritating the shit out of me, bro. It's, keeps coming in my face. Yo. No Diddy. Let's keep going here. NFL teams traded away... Dude, this is so funny to me. Okay, wait, let me read the chat. Wait, let me read what the chat's saying, because people... Okay, if you're... Go to Twitch. I'm reading the chat on Twitch. At Tico Fantasy Show. Let's see what the chat's saying. Let's see. Randy Moss would have made Tua good. Tua is going to be Duke until retirement. What will the Cardinals do with the 4th overall pick? I don't know. Vikings will get 8th pick and 3 first. Marvin, Vikings. Does he read chat? Roman Wilson to the Chargers because it's obvious. Does he read? Listen, y'all ain't saying anything noteworthy, If there's when I ask a question or something and somebody says something noteworthy in the chat, that's when we'll start bringing up the chat, But let's keep going here. I'm sorry. I'm talking about NFL news here. Let's talk some NFL news still. Dude, the 2021 QB class has to be just the saddest QB class of all time. So sad, man. Freaking Justin Fields, Mac Jones. Oh, what is this? What am I even reading? Oh, these are all the QBs that were traded this offseason. Okay, but just in general, the 2021 class, you got Zach Wilson, the 2nd overall pick. Trey Lance, the 3rd overall pick. I think Justin Fields went before Mac Jones. I think he was pick 12 or 13 or something. Mac Jones went at 15, 16. All 4 of the 5 quarterbacks taken in the 2021 draft have been traded. Wild, bro. Wild. That's a whole video right there. I got to make a video on that. Shit's wild. Let's read. What's this?
of men that you are beyond.
This is JJ
Thank you
McCarthy
so much,
talking
Coach
about
Harbaugh,
Jim Harbaugh.
Thank you so much, Coach Harbaugh, for showing me the way, being the leader of men that you are. Beyond a blessing to be a part of your journey and have you be a part of mine. And I just can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart.
Audio bugged? Like bug? Like bad? How bad is it? Is it bugged? Wait. Bug? Like bad? Ooh! That is bad. That was very bad. Okay, it should be better now. That was very bad. Okay, it should be better now. Okay, yeah, it's better now. Okay, yeah, my bad. That was terrible. I don't know what happened there. I'm going to buy a new mic. Because this is just not the correct mic to be using for this. I need to buy like an actual mic. I don't know why I use these little tiny Rode mics because I love them. They're so like good for the quality. They're just for what they are. They're really good. But I gotta buy a new mic. That'd be. I put it on the list. Next, yeah, put that on the list. Somebody buy me a mic. What's up, man? Thank you for following for 2 years. Thank you, G. Thank you. But let's keep going here. We got more news. This was like kind of, people made a big deal out of this. I don't think it really is that big of a deal. It's kind of like a silly like topic, but trending, 49ers GM John Lynch on wide receiver Brandon Ayuk. Our wish is that he is here for the rest of his career. I'm going to be honest with you, that's bullshit. That's just him speaking GM language. Like him saying, "Oh, I hope he's going to be here for the rest of his career." Like that doesn't mean anything to me. I would not be shocked if Brandon Ayuk got traded on Thursday in the first round. Would not be surprised whatsoever. So many times GMs come out and say some stupid shit like this. Like, oh, we hope he stays with us forever. We hope we're not trading him. It's not the plan. That's not what we're going to do. That's not what we want to do. And then they go ahead and trade him. Because that's just what happens. Freaking Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll said it. I remember Pete Carroll was like, we love Russell Wilson. We would never get rid of him. That's our guy. We won Super Bowls with him. And then a week later, they traded him to the Broncos. Like, what these coaches and GMs say about these players like this at press conferences means jack shit to me. Jack shit. Means nothing. Nothing. Means nothing to me. But yeah, Brandon Ayuk, he's going to get traded during the draft. Where? I don't know. But he said 6 days and then there's fireworks. He said it himself. He said it himself. I'd love to see him get traded, though. Love to see that happen. UNC star QB Drake May has been working out with NFL legend Philip Rivers before the draft. Quote unquote, Philip can still throw it, and yes, he can still talk trash. After Rivers won a contest against his pupils. That's a good QB to give him some training. Philip Rivers, hey man. Philip Rivers, oh, what a sad career. What a sad career, bro, for Philip Rivers. What a sad career. You know, in an alternate universe, bro, he ended up on the frickin', he ended up on the Giants and won a Super Bowl. But no, instead he went to the Chargers, where it just wasn't good. Just wasn't good. It was always not enough. Not enough. Never enough to win their division. Never enough to win in the playoffs. It just never enough to succeed in the AFC. Never enough. So sad. We miss you, Philip. We miss you. He made it to the playoffs. How many times did he make it to the playoffs? Sometimes I don't even know how I'm going to check that. That's going to be impossible to check. I'm going to have to Google like 4 different things to check that. I don't care. I know he made it to the playoffs with the Colts. I know that. But I don't remember how many times he made it to the playoffs with the Chargers. It wasn't very many. That I know. It was not very many. Was not very many. The Jags should trade for Brandon Ayuk. I mean, yeah and no. Do they need another wide receiver? I mean, you got Christian Kirk. You just paid Gabe Davis. Yeah, I mean, another wide receiver one would be nice. I think they're a good team to draft a wide receiver, the Jags. I'd love to see the Jags draft a wide receiver. Love to see him draft a wide receiver. That'd be nice. I would love to see that. You know, a little Brian Thomas action at like 7. I think they're at 17 or 18. I'm not quite sure. But a little Brian Thomas action? Ooh, I would like that. That'd be nice. Maybe Xavier Worthy's not really what they need. Brian Thomas is good. I love Brian Thomas. One of my favorite wide receivers in this year's class. Let me ask y'all a question. Would y'all want to watch this? Tomorrow, should I instead of the NFL news, should I do my rankings? Rank all top 15 rookie running backs, top 15. I'm not going to do top 15 rookie running backs, but the top quarterbacks and the top receivers. Should I do that? Should I rank them? Let me know. Let me know if that's something you would like to see. Let me know. We got a no, we got a yes, we got a yes, we got a no. no, yes. Oh my God, it's very mixed over there on TikTok. People are getting yeses and nos. Yeses and nos. Mock draft is on Wednesday. Mock draft is on Wednesday. We're doing a mock draft on Wednesday, day before the draft. Would you rather see that or NFL news? All yeses on Twitch. All yeses on Twitch. No nos. Okay. Okay, so I'll do that. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do that tomorrow instead of NFL news. Not unless there's some big news. If there's big news, we'll talk about the big news, and then we'll go on to the rookie stuff. But yeah, we'll do rookie rankings tomorrow. Rookie rankings tomorrow. Mock draft on Wednesday. Draft on Thursday. We're going to do NFL news during the day, 4:30 on Thursday. And then we're going to be back at 8 o'clock for the draft. We're going to be doing... We're streaming the draft on Thursday, 8 p.m. We're streaming the draft on Friday, 7 p.m. And we're streaming the draft on Saturday, 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Saturday, we're streaming the draft. 3 days. 3 days in a row. They're going to be long streams, 3 days in a row. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Be here. They're going to be fun to watch. Probably not Saturday. Saturday's like going to be rounds 4 through 7, so that's going to be a little difficult to watch. But, we'll sit here through it. We'll talk it out. We'll see what's happening. We'll be here. Be fun. Let's keep going, though. Let's keep going. Look, this is what I was talking about, the 2021 QB draft class. Zach Wilson gets traded to the Broncos. Trey Lance gets traded to the Cowboys. Justin Fields to the Steelers. Mac Jones to the Jags. The only one who's still on their team is T-Law. He ain't going nowhere, though. He's staying there. Look, this is word for word what John Lynch said about Brandon Ayuk.
His career.
This is word for word, 40-second clip.
Questions. And before, questions, I know a couple years ago there was a lot of talk about another receiver, Debo, and I said the same thing, but with B.A., I've communicated on a couple occasions, on many occasions, our wish is that he's here and a part of the Niners for the rest of his career. We're working through that, and, as such, I was a player once, and I never liked my business being out in the public, and so I'm going to respect that. I'm not going to speak for their side. I can say we're having good talks, and I'm just going to leave it at that, and we'll focus on the draft here today. But that's
GM bullshit. That's GM bullshit. I don't believe a word of that. That's just GM bullshit. We wish he's here for the rest of his career. That's GM bullshit. I'm not taking any of that to heart. Nothing he said I'm taking to heart. There is speculation that QB Michael Penix could go as high as number 8 to the Falcons per Adam Schefter. I don't see why the Falcons would take him at 8. I don't see why they would do that. The only thing that makes sense to me for the Falcons to do at 8 at least is to take Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner just makes so much sense. I'd love to see them take Dallas Turner. Or like a DB, like, dude, Tyrion Arnold's gross. I love Tyrion Arnold. And I think pairing Tyrion Arnold up with, can't think of his name. AJ Terrell. Pairing up to Arnold with Terrell. That'd be gross. With Jesse Bates behind them. I'd love to see that. But number one, I want to see them take Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner's the edge is their biggest position in need. And Dallas Turner would just fit there so perfectly. He'd be such a great weapon for them. Him and... I just think that's the best move, 100%. Dallas Turner at 8. But later in the draft, I'm fine with them taking a QB later in the draft. I'm perfectly fine with them taking a QB later in the draft. Like, maybe we see Spencer Rattler fall to like round 3. I'd love to see them take Spencer Rattler, somebody to train behind Kirk Cousins, or maybe like a Joe Milton, or who else is back there? This is not a great class for like later quarterbacks, I don't think. I don't think there's a lot of great guys that deep in this class for, quarterback. But Joe Milton's an option, I think. Joe Milton, I would love to see Joe Milton go to a place where he can sit behind a quarterback for the next 2-3 years. 2-3 years. And then that 4th year on his deal, he gets the chance to start there. Kind of like what happened with Jordan Love. Kind of like what's happening with him. I'd love to see that happen for Joe Milton. That'd make me very happy. But... who knows? Joe Milton, I don't know. He could fall super far. I doubt he does, though. Joe Milton just has, like, all the tools to be one of a great QB in the league. He just needs to work on his accuracy and work on his decision-making. And, I'm always talking up Joe Milton. I love Joe Milton. I'm a big fan. I'm a fanboy. I'm a Joe Milton fanboy. Let the Dolphins draft him. Hey, man, let him back up Tua for when Tua goes down in week 8. I'd love to see Joe Milton come out there. You know, we love Mike White. We love our Pembroke Pines legend Mike White, hometown hero. But I'd love to see them get Joe Milton. Wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind it at all. Let's keep going here, though. Teams around the NFL have gotten the sense that the Bears want to trade down from number 9, given the fact they only have 4 picks in the draft. If the Bears stick a couple of friends of GM Ryan Poles, said they think he'll be looking to add talent around Caleb Williams. So if one of the top 3 receivers slide to Chicago, DJ Moore and Keenan Allen could get a running mate. That goes against what you just said over here about them possibly trading down. I don't think Rome Odunze... Y'all think Rome Odunze makes it to 9? Rome Odunze is the only one who could make it to 9. I don't think he does make it to 9, though. I don't think he makes it that far. I don't think he does. But even if he doesn't, I don't know. Odunze or Bowers, I think one of the two will be there at 9. And either one, whatever one it is, I'd love to see the freaking Bears take them. Or go O-line. I don't know. I think they either need to go, you know, skill position or O-line. That's it. I don't think there's anything else. Like, you could go edge. You know, actually, fuck it, dude. They're in such a great position. They could take anything almost. They could just take best available. You know, Dallas Turner's on the board? Shit. Take Dallas Turner, man. I mean, hell. They just take best available. That's what I would do if I were the Bears. That's what I would do. But listen, if you're watching on TikTok, I read the chat sometimes on TikTok. But listen, if you're watching on TikTok, go over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Tico Fantasy Show. Follow. Get your name on this board behind me. It's filling up. We're going to be full here soon. Probably after the draft, it's probably going to be full. And then I'm going to have to start freaking... I don't even know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll start writing names on top of names. I don't know. I got no idea. No idea. But listen, right now, that's not a problem. So if you just go on over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show, follow, get your name on the board, and yeah, much better view over there. You can actually see what the fuck I'm talking about. Trust me, that's where you want to be. 49ers hope Ayuk plays his whole career with the team. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, here's something good. Let's read this. QB prospect Michael Penix Jr. wrote a powerful letter to NFL teams. Update. Oh, what just happened? Something just happened. Wait a minute. The Atlanta Falcons are expected to receive a more severe punishment for allegedly tampering with Kirk Cousins. Punishment will include draft picks. You hear that? You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? They're going to get some draft picks taken away. Not this year, obviously. It's too late for them to take any picks this year from the Falcons. I mean, the draft's in 3 days. I don't know how they're going to possibly take any picks for them from this year. But for 2025, Falcons are losing picks, baby. 2025, they're losing picks. I doubt they lose like a first, but maybe a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. You don't know. I mean, the Dolphins lost their first-round pick for fucking something that nobody on the team even did. It was the freaking owner. Oh, but that was a big tampering situation, though. That was like a big deal, actually, and now that I think about it. Why did they take that pick? It was because of tampering with Tom Brady or Sean Payton or something like that? I don't quite remember. It was one or the other. Tom Brady? Was it Tom Brady they were tampering with? But yeah, here's the thing. Damn, maybe they will take. What do you think they'll take? What do you think the NFL will take from the Falcons? Because think about it this way. The Dolphins got caught for tampering with Tom Brady, and Tom Brady wasn't even on the team, and they took a first-round pick. Kirk Cousins, they got caught tampering with Kirk Cousins, and he is on the team. He is on the team. So maybe you think there's a possibility they take their first-round pick? I don't know. I mean, I got to think it's a bigger deal. Maybe I'm wrong, but I got to think it's a bigger deal because Kirk Cousins is now on the team. I got to think that's a little bit of a bigger deal. Just saying. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll probably find out before the season starts. We will probably find out soon. And then, okay, listen, that's not going to happen. So someone just said this in the chat. This is not going to happen. If the Falcons do get a pick taken away, the Vikings don't fucking get the pick. The Vikings don't get the pick. That's not how that works. The pick just goes away. Remember, like, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but there were 31 picks in the first round the year the Dolphins got their first round pick taken. They just delete the pick. Delete. Alt-delete, gone, never to be seen again. That's it. It's in the archives, in the cloud. That pick is gone. That's what they do with it. They don't give it away. They don't say, here you go, Vikings, here you go. The Falcons messed up. Here you go. Have this pick. Nah, they don't do that. That's not how that works. Will I be? Yes. Okay. You're going to make me plug it. So listen, somebody just asked me if I'm streaming the draft. I know you've heard me say this 10 times already if you've been here, but we're streaming the draft. Thursday, 8 p.m., we're here for every pick of the first round. Friday, 7 p.m., we're here for every pick of the second and third round. Saturday, we're going to be here for rounds 4 through 7, starting at 12 in the afternoon. Be here. Watch every round with me. I've never watched the entire NFL draft before from start to finish. I usually watch like day 1 and day 2, but I'm going to watch the entire NFL draft this time. I'm going to watch it all on stream. I'm going to be showing like bits and pieces of it. I'm going to be showing them make the picks, the important shit. I probably won't be showing like the in-between stuff because copyright reasons, but TikTok and Twitch. I'll be live on both, TikTok and Twitch, but I'd love to see more people on Twitch. Love to see some people on the Twitch because we're going live there every day. Eventually, I'm going to stop going live on TikTok for the NFL news. It's only going to be on Twitch. That's why I'm saying you got to follow. You got to follow, get your name on the board, and yeah, get the noties. Get the noties. We're trying to push the Twitch. We're doing big things on Twitch. We're moving in big directions. We're on the road to 1 million. Road to 1 million. We're at 1,557, but we're on the road to 1 million. I'm sorry. I've been on too many tangents. Let's talk about some more NFL news. It's time to get into the Zach Wilson trade, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get into the Zach Wilson trade. I freaking love the Zach Wilson trade. I love it. I love it for the Broncos. I love it for the Jets. I don't think there's anybody who loses because of this trade. I think it is a W for both sides. It's not a huge trade, obviously, but I like it. I like it. I like the fact that Zach Wilson has, he's always been fighting an uphill battle in New York, that's a really tough fan base. He had a really bad first season. There was nothing going on there. And it's just been it's spiraling, Once you get into a funk in a bad place, in a bad situation that just ain't comfortable, it gets bad. It gets bad. And that's exactly what happened last year, the year before, and the year before that. But now that he has a little bit of a new start, he's in a new place, he gets to get a second chance. I like it for him. I really like the combination of him and Sean Payton. I don't know. I know people really aren't going to care that much about it because, it's a 6th, 7th round pick swap, but I like it. I think he has a chance. And I'm happy for him. I love to see him get out of New York. I think he just needed to get out of there. I think sometimes a toxic environment could be the one thing that's holding you back. And, Zach Wilson was in a very toxic environment. That man probably could not leave his freaking New York apartment without freaking people wanting to kill him. Them New York fans are tough, man. I remember this one time. New York fans, no offense. I'm sorry if there's any New York fans in the chat. I'm sorry. But New York, y'all got some, mean fans, bro. I remember this one time I went to a Dolphins game, and there was this guy, he was smoking a cigarette, right? And my family, we were like, yo, man, you're, sitting in the crowd, bro. You're, one seat in front of us. Can you put the cig out, my guy? There's, kids around and shit. Come on, dog. Come on, you're smoking a cig in the crowd. Go upstairs and do that. You're not supposed to do that down here. And he's like, yeah, I'll put it out. And this man goes and lights up 2 cigarettes at the same time and starts smoking them like this. And, dude, my family almost got into a fight with this guy, bro. We almost got into a fight. I believe we got thrown out. This is when I was 14, 15 years old. I was young when this happened. But I think we were throwing hands, but crazy shit. I'm not a fan of Jets fans. Y'all are too much for me. Too much. And I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what y'all were saying about Zach Wilson. Y'all probably freaking making this man want to freaking do things to himself. Bro, that doesn't sound right. No, Diddy. That doesn't sound right. I'm gonna move on. That ain't good. The Broncos are going from Russell Wilson to Zach Wilson to this Wilson. W Castaway reference. Broncos are sending a late first. Let's get past the Zach Wilson news. Oh! Matty Ice retired. Matty Ice. Well, I know, what did y'all think was happening with Matty Ice? Matty Ice, he hasn't played football in 2-3 years at least, right? 2 years, I think. 2 years, maybe. Last season and the year before. Maybe not. Maybe he played the season before. I don't know. But I mean, everybody kind of thought he was already retired, but now I guess he's officially retiring. So I actually want to watch this. I want to watch this video. I saw this earlier, and I didn't watch it because I didn't have time because Zach Wilson got traded. But I'm going to watch this video. Listen.
April 26th.
I'll give you a second. If you're on TikTok, you can watch this video with me. It's Matt Ryan's retirement video. Go over there at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow. Get your name on the board. I've sent it like 300 times. I'm sorry. But, yeah, we're watching a video of Matt Ryan's retirement. So if you go over there, you can watch
2008.
it.
My lifelong dream came true. Ever since I can remember, all I ever wanted to do was play professional sports.
No, Diddy, but he aged
And
well.
on that Saturday in New York City, the Atlanta Falcons gave me that chance. Thank you to Arthur Blank, Mike Smith, and Thomas Dimitrov
I feel like he's looked the same way his entire career.
for making that dream of mine a reality.
Colts didn't ruin him.
NFL draft.
I don't think the Colts
Atlanta
ruined
Falcons
Matt Ryan. I don't think the Colts ruined
Matt
him.
Ryan, quarterback.
That first season was special.
To be honest, the Falcons
I learned
ruined
quickly
him.
from veteran teammates like Todd McClure, Keith Brooking, Brian Finneran, Lawyer Malloy,
28-3, bro.
John
That-
Abraham,
That's what
and a
ruined
whole bunch
him.
of others.
You want to talk about what ruined
what it
Matt
took to be a
Ryan?
true professional.
The 28-3
And
is
for the
what
rest of
ruined
my
Matt
career,
Ryan. He could never come back
I
from
always
that.
tried to be that example for other teammates. Football is the ultimate team sport, and your teammates and coaches make
only good
enjoying the
season
highs
Kyle Pitts ever
so much
had.
fun,
Matt Ryan.
and navigating the lows all the more bearable. I was lucky to be surrounded by so many great teammates and coaches. I learned very quickly what
Jake
greatness
Matthews,
looked like.
Calvin. This is going to be the
From
Julio.
Roddy White,
Oh, this is Roddy White. Oh, Roddy
Tony
White.
Gonzalez,
Oh, my God. I forget Tony Gonzalez
And
was on the
Michael Turner.
Falcons, bro.
A few years later, enters Julio Jones.
Woo.
And for 10
Julio
years,
highlights.
I was
Julio
lucky to be his
highlights, ladies and
teammate.
gentlemen. I love Julio. Julio might be my favorite wide
7
receiver to
years
ever
with
play
Mike
the
Smith as a
game.
head coach, and 6 with Dan Quinn made me learn what leading men truly look like,
Whatever it takes to get it done. Has taken Atlanta to the Super Bowl.
and shaped my views on leadership significantly. I'm so thankful to have played for those guys for so long, and appreciated my 1 year with Arthur Smith.
Hang it downfield for Patterson, who makes the
I truly believe that football, like life, is not simply about what you do, but rather who you do it with. And I was a better player because of the people I was surrounded by.
We did have 1 year with Arthur Smith. I forgot.
So
We did
today,
have a year
16
with
years
Arthur
after
Smith.
being drafted, my childhood dream has officially come to an end.
touchdown, Atlanta.
I'm honored to retire
Roddy.
as a Falcon. Thank you to all the Falcons fans for your continued support. Through the highs and the lows, I always felt your energy and passion. I want you to know that every day I felt the responsibility to give you the best version of myself. While we didn't accomplish everything we had hoped,
Kirk Cousins is just Matty Ice
I am proud of what we
2.0.
did. And I know that I gave everything I could
That's why we
to be
like
the best
Kirk.
that I
That's
possibly
why we
could.
like Big Kirk going Atlanta.
How about this number 2 on it?
You have no control in this profession of where you start.
Who's
I am so lucky that my
I know
start
it's a bad time to be
and now
asking
my
this,
finish.
but who's
is here
better,
in Atlanta.
Matt Ryan or Kirko? Who is better?
Man, I appreciate it. Thank you for being with us. Let's go, baby.
That's a good question. Kirko or Matt Ryan? Who would you rather have? Kirk? I got one Kirk, one Matt. Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a good question. Kirko or Matt Ryan? Who would you rather have? Damn, a lot of Matts. Damn, y'all are just saying that because you just watched this retirement video. That's the only reason you're saying that. If Kirk Cousins was retiring right now, you would say Kirk too. I don't know. It's close. It's close. Matt Ryan. Yeah, it's close. I'd say it's. I'm not even gonna answer it. It's that close. They're the same quarterback. They're the same exact quarterback. Like it's crazy how much the same they are. I'd probably say Kirko, honestly. I don't know, dude. They're the same quarterback. They have the same exact skill set. If anything, if you want a real answer, it's equal. That's the truth. That's the truth. But let's do some more stuff here. Let's see. Breaking draft rumor, not confident in Drake May or Jaden Daniels, the Patriots are more open to trading the 3rd overall pick. I don't know how you could not be confident in Drake May or Jaden Daniels. Like, how? How are you not confident in one of the, that's why this is a bullshit report, probably. I don't believe this report. But There's no way the Patriots aren't confident in either Drake May or frickin' Jaden Daniels. There's no way. Sorry. They're two, like, even though I'm not a big fan of Jaden Daniels, they're two great draft prospects. They are two great draft prospects, too. I don't know. We've had two pretty good back-to-back years of pretty good QB prospects. You know, last year, Bryce, CJ, AR, you know, those three were pretty good. This year, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, Caleb. I think this is a better big three than last year. Right? Who would you rather have? Okay, so give me a 1. Put a 1 in the chat if you rather have Bryce, CJ, and AR. Put a 2 in the chat if you rather have Caleb, Jaden, and May. I'd rather have Caleb, Jaden, and May. 2, yeah. 2. I'd rather have 2. Damn, 1s! We got 1s, damn. Okay, I'm surprised how close this is. Wow. I thought a lot more people would be saying 2. There's a lot of 1s. Wow. 3. I got 1 because of Anthony and CJ. You don't think... Okay, wait. So, who's the number 1? So, okay. CJ, Caleb. Let's call it a tie. Let's call that a tie. CJ, Caleb, that's a tie. The next best one? Ooh, Bryce or AR. I think in the NFL, I think I'd rather have AR than Bryce. Sorry. I don't know if that's a crazy take. And I think Drake May and Jaden Daniels are both better than AR and Bryce Young. I don't know. I'd rather have the freaking other. I'd rather have 2. I'd rather have 2 for sure. Way rather have freaking Caleb, May, and Daniels. I think the 3 of them will end up being better quarterbacks in the NFL than well, CJ's going to be great. I think CJ will be better than everybody, but Bryce and AR, I think when you overall it all together, when you estimate it all, put it all together, I think this year's quarterbacks will be better than last year's. That's my thought. That is my thought. The Patriots are listening and taking calls. I just said this. What is this? Betting favorites for each top 10 pick? Oh, look at this. Okay, so these are the favorites to go at every single pick. Oh my God, that's crazy. Okay, well, I mean, it makes sense. The number 1 pick, the favorite is obviously Caleb Williams, and it is sitting at minus 20,000. If you would probably lose money. I think you lose money if you bet money on that. If you bet on Caleb Williams being the first overall pick, I think you lose money. I think they take your money. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Jaden Daniels is the favorite to be second at minus 160, so he's like a heavy favorite. I'm pretty sure Drake May for the second overall pick is sitting at like minus, I think it was like 105 last time I checked. So still pretty favorited. It's still pretty close. Still pretty close between the two, but yeah. Jaden Daniels is sitting at minus 160. I'm pretty sure May was sitting at minus 105, and I'm pretty sure, what's his face? I'm pretty sure McCarthy's sitting at like plus 750 or plus 800 to be the second overall pick, which is getting a bunch of steam right now for no reason. So don't believe that at all. I don't know. People are just talking about that. Drake May's the favorite to be the third overall pick. Marvin's the favorite to be the fourth. Neighbors at 5 to the Chargers. Oh, wow. Neighbors is the favorite. Okay, this is interesting. Neighbors is the favorite to go at 5 to the Chargers, and he's the favorite to go at 6 to the Giants. That's hilarious, actually. Okay. Joe Alt is the favorite to go to the Titans at 7. Laiatu Latu. Okay, that's actually pretty surprising. That's surprising. Laiatu Latu is the favorite to go to the Falcons at 8. Damn. So what's... Oh, bro, I might take that. That might be something to put my money on. I don't know. You could probably get Dallas Turner to the Falcons is probably sitting in the 200s right now. That's probably, hey man, I'm not giving you any betting advice, obviously, but if you want some betting advice or, not betting advice, Dallas Turner at 8 to the Falcons, that's a good, I don't know. I think that's a good bet. I think it's a good pick. I wonder if Prize Picks is doing... I got to check on that. I got to check to see if Prize Picks is doing anything for the draft. I haven't checked. Does anybody know? I should know this. I'm a freaking Prize Pick fucking partner. I should know this. But does anybody know if Prize Picks is doing anything for the draft? Anybody know? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. No? They did stuff for the Combine. Former Falcons QB has officially retired. Breaking draft rumor. The Eagles, Vikings, and Raiders have all made calls to move up in the draft. I don't know how high the Eagles would want to move up, and I don't know what for. What do you think? I've been seeing a lot of that, though. Howie Roseman being on the phone. I've seen a lot of reports about Howie Roseman being on the phone talking about moving up in this draft. What do you think? What do you think the Eagles want to move up in this draft for? What would they possibly want to move up for? All I know is use code TICO. Get your first deposit matched up to $100 on Prize Picks. Use code TICO. They just introduced something new, actually, lineups. I don't know what it is. I have to look into it, but they introduced something new today. A new style, a new thing. I don't know. I think it's more like DFS. Not quite sure. I don't know. I think they introduced something new. I know that. I gotta check it out. We'll do something tomorrow if they did. Some basketball picks. Some Game 2 basketball picks. Matt Ryan has retired. Matt Ryan has retired. Matt Ryan has retired. A lot of Matt Ryan retiring news. The Arizona Cardinals say the number 4 pick is available and they're open fall business. Yeah, they're not trading the pick. I don't think so. Do you think? I don't think anybody in the top 4 will be trading the pick. I don't think anybody will. Who are the Dolphins taking at 21? Listen, I'd love to see my Dolphins take Xavier Worthy, obviously, but it doesn't make much sense for them to take him. So I want to see them take Byron Murphy, I don't know if he's Byron Murphy the second or Byron Murphy the third, but Byron Murphy. I want to see the Dolphins take Byron Murphy. We need him. Christian Wilkins replacement. Would love to see that. Would love to see that. I think that'd be a good replacement. Or best available. Perfectly fine with best available. Perfectly fine with best available. You know, the Seahawks are a team that always goes best available over the past, 2 years, and that has worked out so well for them. So I always say best available. Best available is the move. We don't need Nate Wiggins. We don't need a corner. We don't need DB. We don't need DB. There's too many DBs out there that we could bring in or, get later in the draft. I don't want a DB in the first round. We don't need a DB. Not at 21. No point. Jaden Daniels says Antonio Pierce is perfect for the Raiders. AP is the right coach for that team. I agree. Dude, Antonio Pierce, when I think of the Raiders head coach, I think of Antonio Pierce. When I think of who the Raiders head coach should be, I think of Antonio Pierce. The dude's a baller. He's the guy who should be the Raiders head coach, and he is the Raiders head coach. It makes sense. What else did he say? I know if I were to go to the Raiders, I know he's going to challenge me. Doesn't matter where I was picked. Yeah, he's a good coach. He's a player's coach is what I would say. Player's coach. We love players' coaches. Vikings have been actively trying to move up in the NFL draft. Vikings, who own picks 11 and 23, have been actively working on the phones in an attempt to trade up. They will likely target one of the top QBs available. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't like J.J. McCarthy. I don't think J.J. McCarthy's worth moving up in the draft for. I just don't think that's I don't think that's the move. I don't think you should do that. What are your thoughts on Caleb and Marv going to the Bears? Marv ain't going to end up on the Bears. Marv, it's not going to happen. They won't let that happen. They will not let that happen. They won't let that happen. But, what was I just going to say? Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? I don't. I would say January. Yeah. Money calls. Okay, what was I saying? I don't even remember. We were talking about something. But Ian Rappaport agreed to stay with NFL Network. His contract was up, and he agreed to stay with them, so now he's staying with them. Nice. Hey! We just got a new sub. Somebody just subbed. Thank you, buddy boy. Nice. Hey, that's the 10th sub. W-Mans. Listen, if you're watching on TikTok, go over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow. Get your name on the board. And, yeah, W-Mans, bruh. Who's Buddy Boy? I didn't even see Buddy Boy in the chat. W Buddy Boy, man. W-U, man. You were number 10. You hit that's the W-Mans. Okay, so let's keep going. Tom Brady goes off on young players today who prioritize themselves over the team. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys who do that.
Doing this thing about how
Let's see what Mr. Tom Brady
I think
says.
the biggest problem with a lot of kids these days, it's all about them. It's all about them, their brand, their social media. And then when it's about me and then not about us, well, there's no way to succeed as a team if all you're doing is thinking about how selfish it is for you to get the attention.
It's cool to show the world how great you are, but the most inspiring thing is how great you can make others.
I love
That's
Vic
the
Blends.
point of life,
I
is
love
what we
Vic
can do. How do you help
Blends, bro.
other
How can you
people
not
finish
love
the
Vic
race, not just you?
Blends?
And I think the biggest
But yeah, I agree with that, bro. There's so many. Listen, guys, take this. Just take note on this. This is a good thing to take notes. Listen, there's a lot of people in today's world who, we prioritize ourselves. Sometimes it's good to look over to your neighbor, my guy. Sometimes What? Sorry. Look over to your neighbor, say hi, shake hands, be cool. It's good to help out other people in this world. Adam Schefter is hearing speculation that QB Michael Penix Jr. could go as high as... Okay, I read that already. Patriots owner Robert Kraft says he will no longer donate to Columbia University until the school protects its Jewish students. Kraft is one of the largest university donators. Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is expected to at least serve a multi-game suspension in the league. I don't know. Somebody hit me with some fake news, and I got shook for a second. Yeah, J. Alexander released. Freaking dude hit me with that fake news. Where do I rank hockey on my favorite sports? Listen. You're gonna hate me for this, but I tried. I just don't like it. I just don't watch. I've never watched a real I don't think I've ever watched a hockey game in my life, from start to finish on TV. Never in my entire life. So. Not gonna say it's very high on my all-time sports list. The only sports I really watch: football, basketball. It's kind of it actually. I don't really watch that many. That's kind of it. Boxing, UFC, any fighting. I love UFC. UFC's I love football. Obviously, football is my whole brand. But if I had to pick one sport to just follow for the rest of my life, I'd probably it might be UFC. I love the UFC. It's just amazing. I freaking, it makes for great TV. There's nothing bad with UFC. Freaking love it. That shit's crazy. Freaking gladiator fighting. Love it. I love UFC. And y'all watched Garcia versus Haney this weekend? Y'all watched Garcia Haney? It was I watched dude, I don't know why. I watched the undercards for some reason, and oh god, those were terrible. The undercards were just awful. Awful, terrible. Yeah, Garcia smacked him, bro. Garcia put him on his ass, bro. Garcia put him on his ass multiple times. What are the locks for tonight? I don't know. I didn't make a locks video today. I didn't put no money on anything today. I'll do a video tomorrow. UFC. No offense to anybody who loves boxing, but the UFC is up here. And boxing is down here. I'm sorry. The fact that you can, knock somebody out almost, and then you can just hug for the rest of the round and bullshit your way to the end of the fight. That's what ruins boxing. That's what just ruins it for me. UFC, you get hit in the face and you go down and your eyes roll back in the back of your head. They're hitting you with the hammer, bro. You're getting the hammer and it's over. That's why I love UFC. That shit's freaking, that's crazy. UFC people are wild, bro. People who do UFC are just... UFC fighters are a whole nother breed of human. I'm not that breed. I get into a street fight or something, but man, there's a UFC guy I'm fighting, I'm running. I'm sprinting. I'm getting my ass out of there. I would never touch one of them. Yo, no Diddy, but... Ryan Garcia's funny, though. Ryan Garcia fake being crazy. Dude fooled Vegas. Early round players who have been medically flagged by some teams, according to Sports Illustrated. Wide receiver Malik Neighbors, shoulder. Troy Fautanu, knee. Laiatu Latu, neck. Brian Thomas, shoulder. Michael Penix Jr., knee and shoulder. Lab McConkey, ankle and back. That's it. Caleb Williams was pissed that he didn't start right away at Oklahoma over Spencer Rattler. Yeah, I'd probably be pissed too.
That one was real tough for me because
when you made a decision to go to Oklahoma and Spencer Rattler was already there.
yeah,
And that was just.
Okay, that's actually a good question. That's actually a good question. You heard that? Caleb Williams was mad that when he got to Oklahoma, he didn't start over Spencer Rattler. That's kind of like, I don't know. Dude's got a little bit of a God complex. I don't like it. Dude's got Caleb Williams has a bit of a God complex. You know? Which, I don't know. Maybe he'll be good on the field. Maybe he'll be good for the Bears, but I don't know. I know some teammates are going to get sick of that shit really fast. Really fast. They're going to get sick of that shit. But for right now, what's happening is happening. The Raiders view Jaden Daniels as a day one starter and want to move him up in the draft to get him. Okay. Sure. Broncos signed Levi Wallace. You know what it's time to talk about, ladies and gentlemen? It's time to talk about the new Broncos jerseys. Listen, I will say, the classics are fire. The classics are hard. The classics are, I like the classics. The classics are nice. The classics are dirty. The blue helmet's gross. You know, imagine this with some, like, white sleeves and shit. Like, that's gross. I like the classics are dirty. But the problem is that they're going to wear the classics for frickin' 2 games. Maybe, if we're lucky, we'll see the classics in 2 games. But the rest of the season, we're going to be seeing... Scroll down. We're going to be seeing these. These ugly shits. These are so ugly. I don't know who came up with these jerseys, but they are like the definition of perfectly mid. They're just so mid. There is nothing about these that I like. And you know what's crazy? Tell me this right now. Look at this. Shit, I can't type. Tell me right now that these... Oh, wait. Tell me right now that these don't look... Tell me that these don't look exactly like these. Tell me those aren't, like, literally a ripoff of the Texans jerseys. Just with a different colorway. You can't tell me those are not a ripoff. They literally ripped off the Texans jerseys and they're just put a uglier colorway on them. They're just so ugly. I feel bad for Broncos fans because this team is already, you know, not good. And now they have just these ugly jerseys. I feel bad for y'all. I really do. And you know what? I loved the old Broncos jerseys. I thought they were one of the nicest jerseys in the league, you know. I love the all blue. I guess it's blue, navy, dark blue, you know what I'm saying? All the dark blue with the orange stripe on the side. Those are some of my favorite jerseys in the league. They're alternates. I love those. The all orange was a little but you know, white pants, blue top. I like that. But these just aren't it. These just aren't the move. These just don't look good. Not at all. They look like... Everybody was saying this. They look like they're like a USFL team now. They look like a USFL team. That's the truth. They look like a USFL team. Or, I'm sorry, UFL. The UFL. They look like a UFL team. They just look terrible. And this was like... I don't know if y'all watched this ad for the jerseys, but... I don't know if y'all watched this ad for the jerseys, but man, they don't even show the jerseys in the freaking ad. They show them for like 1 second. The whole rest of the video is just some dude driving a Ford Bronco. Look, we're at a minute 20, and this dude's just driving the Ford Bronco. They haven't even shown the actual jerseys yet. They showed them for like 10 seconds of this video. And they're all these close-ups that don't look good. I don't know. Lions jerseys, Lions media team, everything about the Lions, and then everything about the Broncos, bro. The Broncos are just doing everything just not good. Just not good. The Broncos just like, I don't know, the Broncos are really selling. That's the truth. They really sold with these, not gonna lie. They really sold with these. You know, they had an opportunity to make some dope ass jerseys. They could have went with the classics full time. If they went with the classics full time, oh my goodness, you know how happy Broncos fans would be? They would just be ecstatic. Ecstatic. I would be ecstatic. But no, they go with these terrible, ugly, ugh. What is this, bro? You trying to be the Chargers or some shit? What is this, a lightning bolt? Like, what is this? What is this? Yo, on to different news. Rip Pat Tillman. Rip Pat Tillman. Every year. It's 20 years. Damn. Today makes 20 years since Pat Tillman passed away. That's crazy. Listen, Rip Pat Tillman, W. Pat Tillman. I don't know if y'all know the story, because I'm not 100% familiar, but I believe he went to the military to serve the country. I believe he didn't make it back. I think that's what happened. But yeah, dude's an American hero. Rip Pat Tillman. I believe that's what happened. I think he went into the military and didn't make it back. Right? Left his sports career and enlisted in the United States military in 2002. His service in Iraq. Yeah. He passed away. He passed away on the battlefield after 9/11. And yeah, freaking Pat Tillman, generational guy, left the NFL to go serve the military. Mad respect for the dude. Lost his life. Yeah, rip Pat Tillman. Rip Pat. Oh, I forgot to change the title of the NFL news on Twitch. I forgot to change the title, but oh well. Rip Pat Tillman. Let us keep going here. We're probably getting close to the end of the news here. We're probably right at the end. Rashee Rice talked about it. Tom Brady's getting roasted on Netflix. Tom Brady's going to get roasted on Netflix, if you care to watch. Tom Brady's going to get roasted on Netflix at, yeah, he's going to get roasted on Netflix. When is this? May 5th. Can we write that on the board? May 5th. TB12 roast. TB12 roast on May 5th. Maybe I'll go live for it. I probably can't. No, I can't. I don't know why I would go live for that. I can't stream it or anything. I'd get copyrighted. You can't do that. Hosted by Kevin Hart. Oh, that'll be funny. I actually like that. Hosted by Kevin Hart. That should be. I might watch that actually. Yo, Netflix. May 5th. Free ad. There you go. Free ad. Go check that out. That sounds dope. Falcons facing further punishment. Andrew Siciliano. 3 days from the draft. It's draft week. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for the draft, bro. Honestly, like, besides, I don't know. I think the NFL draft is probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite event of the year with the NFL. I can't lie. It probably is. I think, I don't know, the Super Bowl's awesome and the playoffs, but the NFL draft, I just love the NFL draft. I'd say the NFL draft is probably my favorite event of the year. Isn't that crazy? You know, the one event that doesn't even happen like during the season. I love the NFL draft. I love it. Nothing I love more. First round of the NFL draft with all the trades and shit, it's just the best. Can't beat it. And we're going to be going live for it, 8 p.m. Thursday. Be here. We're going to, we're going to be we're going to get a bottle. We're going to get a bunch of food. We're going to be balling. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, bruh. We're celebrating. It's draft night. We're celebrating. It's going to be fun to watch. It is going to be fun to watch. I'm streaming the whole thing, picks and everything. Come through Thursday night, TikTok and Twitch. Let me hit you with the look. Go for the Twitch, at Tico Fantasy Show. At Tico Fantasy Show on Twitch. Follow. Get your name on the board behind me. Yeah. That's what we're doing on Thursday, 8 p.m. Friday, we're also going live for it, 7 p.m. And Saturday, we're going live at 12 in the afternoon for it. All 7 rounds. We're going to be there for all of them, so come through. The Eagles have been calling other teams about moving up. Kirk Cousins, PGA Tour. Look at this. Justin Jefferson. Watch Justin Jefferson throw this ball. Kirk Cousins who? Kirk Cousins who? We don't need him. We got Justin Jefferson. That's a 50-yard pass. No, that's further. He threw that from the 50 to the pole. That's a 60-yard throw. That's impressive as shit. Justin Jefferson threw a 60-yard pass and hit the goalpost. Oh, you can't see. You're right. My bad. My bad. Forgot to change the view. Thank you.
I got one for you right
But yeah,
now.
look.
That's not it.
Justin Jefferson throws his ball 60 yards.
That's not it.
Doink. Hits the goalpost. That's impressive. That's impressive, bro. That's impressive.
I got one for you.
That's impressive. Shit, man. Throw him at QB. Give him shit. He wants 35 million. Screw it. Give him 50 and tell him to play quarterback and receiver. You know, go into the draft. Go into the draft. Take pick 13 and 23 or whatever pick it is that you have. Take it. Trade up. Take another wide receiver. Trade up and get freaking, you know, Malik Neighbors. Have Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson, and Malik Neighbors, and just keep putting them at quarterback. Yo, Malik Neighbors, y'all don't know this. Y'all don't know this. I watched an interview with Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors played quarterback in high school. Malik Neighbors played quarterback a lot of the time when he was growing up. He played quarterback. So, run an offense, imagine that shit. Imagine that shit. An offense with no real quarterback. You just got like 3 dirty wide receivers and Malik Neighbors, Justin Jefferson, and Jordan Addison. And you got some like crazy reverses and shit. I don't know. Probably wouldn't work, honestly, truth be told, but it would be fun to watch. It probably wouldn't work, but fun to watch. More Pat Tillman stuff. Rams pick Sam Bradford. Dude, this is crazy. This is crazy. I didn't know this until today. I'm going to make a video about this tomorrow. Actually, let me write that down, because I'm definitely going to make a video about this tomorrow. Pencil broke. Sam Bradford, rookie contract. Okay, so listen. I'm going to read you this. So on this day in 2010, the Rams picked QB Sam Bradford first overall. Bradford would sign a 6-year deal worth up to $86 million with $50 million guaranteed. The largest contract ever for a rookie, which 14 years ago, he got a $50 million fully guaranteed contract coming out of the draft. And then the very next year, the NFL implemented the rookie wage scale. And so the first overall pick that year, which was Cam Newton, only got 4 years, $22 million. Isn't that crazy? You used to be able to pay these rookies however much you wanted for however long you wanted. Like, let me tell you another story. Somebody who got screwed because of that. Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams. When the Saints drafted Ricky Williams in, God, who knows when, 2003, 2004 probably? Shit, I don't know. Long time ago. 20 years ago at least. When they drafted him, they gave him like a 6-year contract. Or I think it may have even been longer. I don't remember. Let's go look real quick. Ricky Williams contract. They gave him like a 6-year contract, and he never ended up finishing it because, or well, he did end up finishing it, but here's the thing. He got traded to the Dolphins. I want to, yeah, they don't have the actual numbers, do they? Contract details? Let's see. Okay, look, they made him sign. So, okay, listen to this. Listen to how crazy this is. You want to talk about crazy shit? Listen to this. Ricky Williams in the 1999 NFL draft signed a 8-year, $14 million contract. 8 years, $14 million he signed a contract for in 1999. And frickin' he had to serve that contract for just so long. I don't even know if he finished it. I think he did. I think he did end up finishing it. And then he signed another deal with the Dolphins because something else happened with something else. I don't remember. But, dude, an 8-year contract is just crazy. People were able to do that back then. Just give them however long you wanted. That's a freaking, what do you call that? That's a freaking devil's deal right there. 8 years, 14 mil. Crazy. But yeah, you used to be able to do that, and obviously you can't do that anymore. So, yeah. What am I getting notifications about? Sam Hubbard underwent deltoid ligament reconstruction surgery today and a tightrope procedure for his ankle. Yeah, nice. That's it. Yeah, that's the only thing I see. Nice. I think that's it. I think we're about done with the news for today, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're about done. Oh, this is funny. Let's end with this. This is funny.
Being the number one receiver, and you've been at it
Y'all
for
gotta watch
almost,
this.
almost
Yo, if
a
you're on
decade
TikTok,
now.
go over to
You done
Twitch at
seen
Tico
players
Fantasy Show.
start
Watch
off
this. We're watching
fast,
this
start
funny
wheezing in
ass
the
video.
back. Let's talk receivers. You know what I mean? You an elite receiver. Oh, here go the list right here.
Antonio
First
Brown.
guy. I'm gonna ask you, is he all right?
Antonio Brown starts asking Tyreek Hill, like, is this wide receiver all right? Is he all right? And then Tyreek has to respond.
He's all right. He's all right. Yeah. Devontae Adams.
The CTE
Is he all right?
crazy, man.
He lit.
I love AB, but man, the
Devontae
CTE is
Adams
crazy.
stats this year?
He went crazy. He had like 1,300 for.
He's all right. He's all right then. What about
He just keeps
Michael
singing
Thomas?
to him. He just keeps singing to him. He's
he
all
all right?
right.
He lit. Then you ask me, bro. Don't try to make
This
me
not a point of finger game. This
Nah,
is
bruh.
he all right?
He lit,
Can
bro.
you give me Mike Thomas stats, please?
Oh, did he already get to Michael Thomas? Okay, so freaking AB asked him. He asked him about Devontae Adams, and he's like, "Yeah, man, AB's all right. Like AB had like a great season last year, 1,300 yards." And then he asked him about Michael Thomas, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know, Michael Thomas. You know, he's all right. He's good. He's all right." And then AB pulls up Michael Thomas's stats, and he's like, "Yeah, he's not all right, bro. Bro's freaking ass." And he asked if he got cut, and he's like, "Yeah, he got cut." Funny, man. Funny. We don't support everything Antonio Brown says. I mean, dude got that beef with Caitlin Clark, but shit. He's funny as hell. We love AB. He's funny. You know, he got his problems, but he's funny as hell. But yeah, that's all the news we got for today. That's all the news we're doing. If you're watching on TikTok, go over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. Follow. Get your name on the board behind me. I'm about to start writing them right now. So go over there and follow because I'm ending the TikTok. So yeah, peace out, TikTok people. Go over to Twitch. Okay, people on Twitch, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's write some names on the board. We got to write some names. We got to write some names. We got to write some names. Peace, peace, peace. We'll be back tomorrow, 4:30. I might, I don't know. I'm not going to say I am. I might go live later tonight, but I don't know. Oi. I don't know. Maybe we'll go live later tonight for frickin' who plays tonight? Mavs? No. Who plays tonight? Somebody plays tonight. Tonight is Sixers Knicks. I might go live for Sixers Knicks at like 9ish. Sixers Knicks. I didn't watch game 1 of Sixers Knicks, but what am I looking for? What am I looking for? Oh, we're gonna write some names on the board. Listen, if you're not following, follow, because I'm about to write these names on the board. If you ain't following, you can't get your name on the board, and we're running out of space, so you ought to follow. You ought to follow. Let's see. What time? We started streaming late today. Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, time to write some names. Oi! I gotta buy some new shirts, bro. I gotta get some more drip. Okay, let's write these names, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we gonna go? You wanna go down low or up high? Let's write them down here. So wait, let me erase this. I'll write that over here. TB12 roast is on May 5th. Okay, Twitch B Dog. Twitch B Dog on the board. Square Saltine. Quality work. Josh Rollins. Buddy Boy. Hey, Buddy Boy, that's the guy who donated. That's the guy who subbed, right? Yeah, man. W Buddy Boy. W. I'm actually write a W next to your name because you subbed. W Mans. Jade My Rick. Average Onion. Dom-EQ. Spiritual Sway. King Louie. Moulton. RJ plays. Madden God. Polo Braden. R. Schultz. Red Devil. Obama Toes. Squirmy Plays. Waddle Prods. DYFKJHJ. Mogal. Conqueror. Willy Billy Big No Diddy. ATX Chucky. Khalid. Khaled, not sure. David Dorda. And those are all the names. If you followed, names on the board. If you followed, your name's on the board. Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all we got for today. We will be back tomorrow at 4:30. Maybe we'll be back tonight for a game. Maybe we'll be back tomorrow night for a game. I'm not sure, but we'll definitely be back tomorrow at 4:30. That's for sure. More NFL news. Oh, actually, that's a lie. Tomorrow we're going to be doing rookie rankings. We're going to do rookie rankings tomorrow and NFL news. We're going to do both. So, yeah, come through. Be here tomorrow, 4:30. And, yeah, that's all I got. Before you go, I want you to have a wonderful day, and I want you to watch this.